So for the girls, we started off the day against Project 9 Esports, who were a relatively higher seed than the girls team. But that didn't stop us taking map 1, although be it by default, as one of their players called in a recon quite early in the game, and that gave us the free win for round 1 in the hard point. However, it wasn't meant to be, and you know, Project 9, who had been ahead in the hard point at the time, they ended up 2-1ing us by winning the next two games, sorry, to close out the series. So we dropped into the loser bracket round 1, where we played against Guile Esports, and unfortunately I missed the hard point. So anyway, I came running over just in time for the search and destroy, and I was told that Guile were getting quite gobby in the hard point, and so naturally, when the girls 6-1'd them in the search and destroy, I gave them back as good as they were given.
Oh, you're fucking shit!
And they kind of shut up a little bit in the following CTF, at which unfortunately they went on to win and eliminated the girls team from the event. But it was still a good series, you know. We took 2 maps, even though the first one was by default, and it was a decent showing from the girls. It was quite promising, and now we're going to be building ahead going into the Female Pro League whenever that is announced. Obviously we finished 2nd in the first EU Showdown match in February, I think it was, and so we'll be looking to progress again, and hopefully next time we can give Riot a run for their money and beat them and close out a series against them and take the next EU Showdown. But the girls are looking very strong, they are one of the top teams in Europe certainly, and I look forward to seeing how they get on.
First game, we played against a pickup team, I believe it was Barrage's pickup team. We played St. Mary Hardpoint, and we played a London Docks S&D against them. The Hardpoint, I think it went more or less perfectly fine. I think it was just getting into the groove of things. I believe the final score was 250 to 170 or something like that. But yeah, it was more or less just getting back in the groove of things in LAN after obviously warming up. And then when we got to the S&D and played them in that, it was just obviously clinical. I believe we won 6-1 or 6-2. Don't think they really did anything that surprised us or was outside of the box. It was more or less just a really basic series.
After our first series, we played Midnight Gaming, American team, Profizi, Glory, Pem, and I can't remember the fourth, but meant to be a pretty good team. First hard point was I don't know what went wrong. They smoked us. I don't think we played with confidence. Just no pressure, no kills. Just nothing went our way.
We started off well. I believe we were up 50 to 10 going into the second hill, rotating to third, and then from there on we just lost every rotation. We lost so many trades when breaking a hill. We just kept on the front hit hills and never really played the back to break spawns. So it just kind of like I said, spiraled out of control again.
Got to the S&D. Started off a bit slow, 0-2 down, took the 5-3 up, had full streaks, set ourselves up to win. I don't know what went wrong. We lost 2v1s. Furbzie got world starred, and we just had to close that out. Could have won the S&D, sorry, and taken it to a final map. There's nothing you could do about it, just tried to move on. I don't think we lost to them, we just lost ourselves.
It's always gonna like sting when you lose to a team and then they go on to beat teams that you know, like if you had just done something else different, you could have potentially beat them as well.
Before we even came to the event, we talked after a win or loss, just as a four, just go off together, just talk about what happened, then get it all out, make sure we fix our mistakes, make sure we all calm each other down, just mentally prepare ourselves for the next round. Didn't really go to plan.
We just threw it.
But to be fair, you had a
after a couple of minutes we all regrouped and got together and just talked about it and thought very calmly and just figured out like we could have won that. Now let's prove that we should have won that and just make a run.
I feel confident on every match with us.
I wouldn't mind playing like an Ardens, I guess, then, or a Valkyrie, or London Docks.
So yeah, we played social esports, and obviously when we went into that, we're like, all right, let's change up our vetoes a little bit, you know, because like playing a St. Marie, we can't always rely on just like a St. Marie, because I believe when we vetoed it, they banned St. Marie and they banned a London Docks. I think originally we did talk about we should pick Gibraltar, but I don't know why we ended up picking Arden's Forest in the end. I think it was more or less to incorporate our AR play into it. Like I said, we started off hot in that game, and then we kind of got relaxed back, and we didn't really adapt to them throwing smoke grenades like all over the place. I think they brought out 3 smoke grenades per hill to break it, and they would smoke off every single cut.
Dog shit!
So we should have just been like, all right, let's if they're smoking everything, let's not push out so much and play more strict on the hill and play trades in the hill. But we just never adapted to that.
Don't ever you go me again, you shit fuck!
Look at how fucking ugly you are! Jesus Christ! You're fucking ginger as well! How fucking so pure?
Then it went to the S&D. Obviously anybody can win an S&D, let's just make sure it's us. I think it was Texas S&D.
Don't let him stay calm, you'll play your best stuff, right? Just nice and calm.
Although we hadn't had much practice in S&D, as a 3, the other 3 on Barrage, obviously been to an event before, so they said Texas was their best S&D. So we're quite happy that we got that, so we just thought, oh, we'll just play our game and be fine. We also got quite a bit of intel about them on how they play on that map. So we went to that, first few rounds, I believe, a bit slow.
I think it's defusing, mate.
And then it just, same thing happened in the winners bracket S&D. We choked a couple of rounds, got 2v4, got injured, and it just didn't clutch up when we needed to. And we ended up just losing to her in losers bracket.
We lost to people, and I couldn't tell you who their names are still now. Like, it was just to lose to people you know you should beat. There isn't really anything to say about it, I guess, other than pissed off. And not because they play better than you or whatnot, but because like you play shit collectively as a team.
As far as all of us playing, I don't really know what's going to happen. I think motivation is definitely at an all-time low after this. I think this is by far one of our worst placements, and the worst thing is I don't think you can blame anybody individually for this.
I think it's either we have a good start or we'll have a bad start, and then like if we were to have a bad start, we just can't seem to regroup and refocus and then come back into it. We just kind of let things spiral more and more out of control. But then if we have a really fast start, we kind of then just get sort of relaxed and then just laid back, and then we let them sort of bring it back into it before we have to then put our foot back on the gas to like close the game out. I could see myself still competing. I think it just depends on the time and place and scenario, what happens and when.
As far as for me, that's more than likely probably going to be it. I mean, with the pro point system that it is, I mean, the fact that I'll, at the end of this, still have more pro points than people that got points at LAN, and I didn't, is a shambles. And like, the way this year has been run is just a mess. And considering when everybody's playing to get to champs, and all 4 of us more than likely not going to be on a team, even if we stick and grind, to even get a chance to play at the last chance quals. So if that's what everyone's playing for and we don't even have a shot at it, then I don't see a reason to keep on playing.